When I was a kid, my experiences with the supernatural terrified me, and I've been searching for answers ever since. So when I started my channel, I realized I wasn't alone in my quest. So I founded Paranormal Files UK, dedicated to helping those haunted like I was. We are students, we are seekers, and sometimes we are warriors closer to finding the truth. This is Paranormal Files UK. In the Navajo culture, a skinwalker is a type of harmful witch who has the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise himself as an animal. This witch is called Ye Nadlushi by the Navajo, which translates to with it he goes on all fours. It is just one of several types of Navajo witches and is considered the most violent and dangerous. For the Navajo people, witchcraft is just another part of their spirituality and one of the ways of their lives. As such, witchcraft has long been part of their culture, history, and even tradition. Witches exist alongside humans and are not supernaturals. The Navajo believe that there are places where the powers of both good and evil are present, and that those powers can be harnessed for either medicine men utilize these powers to heal and aid members of their communities, while those who practice Navajo witchcraft seek to direct the spiritual forces to cause harm or misfortune to others. This type of Navajo witchcraft is known as the Witchery Way, which uses human corpses in various ways, such as tools from the bone, and uses to curse, harm, or kill intended victims. The knowledge of these powers is passed down from the elders through the generation. The Navajo are part of a larger culture area which also includes the Pueblo people, Apache, Hopi, and Ute, and other groups that also have their own versions of the Skinwalker, but each includes a male violent witch capable of transforming itself into any animal. Among these tribes, a number of stories and descriptions have been told throughout the years about the Skinwalker. Sometimes these witches involve from living their lives as respected healers or spiritual guides, who later choose to use their powers for evil. Though they can be either male or female, they are more often male. They walk freely among the tribe during the day and secretly transform under the cover of night. In order to become a skinwalker, though, he or she must be initiated by a secret society which has required the most evil of deeds, the killing of a close family member, most often a sibling. After the task has been completed, the individual then acquires supernatural powers, which gives them the ability to shapeshift into animals. Most often, they are seen in the form of coyote, wolves, foxes, cougars, dogs, and even bears, and can take the shape of any animal. They wear the skins of the animal they transform into, hence the name Skinwalker. Sometimes they also wore animal skulls and antler on top of their heads, which brought them more power. They choose which animal they wanted to turn into, depending on the abilities needed for a particular task, such as speed, strength, endurance, stealth, claws, and teeth. They may transform again if trying to escape from pursuers. Because of this, the Navajo consider it taboo for its members to wear the pelt of any predatory animal. However, sheepskin, leather, buckskin are acceptable in this case. The skinwalkers are also able to take possession of the bodies of human victims if a person locks eyes with them. After taking control, the witch can make its victims do and say things they wouldn't do otherwise. Once they shapeshift one way that others could tell that they were not a real animal, it's their eyes are very different of those of the real animal. Instead, their eyes are very human, and when lights are shined on them, they turn bright red. Alternatively, when they are in human form, the eyes look more like animals. In even society, the witches gather in dark cave and schedule places for several purposes to initiate new members, plot their activities, harm people from a distance with black magic, and perform dark ceremonial rituals. These ceremonies are similar to other tribal affairs, including dancing, feast rituals, and sand painting, but corrupt with dark connections. The evil deers are also said to engage in necrophilia with female corpses, commit cannibalism, incest, and grave robberies. During these gatherings, the skinwalkers shapeshift into the animal form to go about naked, wearing only beaded jewelry and ceremonial paint. The leader of a skinwalker is usually an old man who is very powerful and long-lived skinwalker. Skinwalkers have other powers, including reading others' minds, controlling their thoughts and behavior, causing disease, illness, destroying property, and even death. Those who have talked to their encounters with the evil beings describe a number of ways to know if a skinwalker is near. They make sounds around home, such as knocking on windows.
You believe in skinwalkers?
If I can believe in calculus, I can believe in witches and ghosts.
Thank you for watching Paranormal Files UK. Please hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. Please join us again for more files.